This is my plant cell, and I will be showing you different parts of it. I'm going to start off with the nucleus. The nucleus is, that's the word, and I will be bringing it to here. This is the center of the plant cell. This is the brain of the plant cell. Now I'm going to be talking about the mitochondria, and that is right here. Those little like squiggly things. Those turn nutrients into energy to make the cell stronger. I will be talking about the chloroplast. The chloroplast is right here. It almost looks like this, like not foamy, but it almost looks like two layers. And the chloroplast takes energy from the sun and uses the energy, kind of like the mitochondria, to make the cell stronger and work better. Now I will be talking about the cell membrane, and that is, the cell membrane is almost like this plasticky look around it, and that is kind of like a window, like a screen window. It lets things what should come in, and it doesn't let things what shouldn't come in. So that is the cell membrane, and that also helps protect the cell too. Now I will be talking about the cell wall. And the cell wall is the wall just around the cell. And this really protects it, and it keeps its structure and shape together so it doesn't like go all over the place, and it keeps its shape. This is my cytoplasm right there. And the cytoplasm fills up empty space, and it is also where other parts of a cell are. That is my plant cell, and I hope you enjoyed listening and learning about the parts of the plant cell. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I will be showing you the nucleus right now. The nucleus is that green ball right there, and that's the word. And the nucleus is the brain of the animal cell. It pretty much controls the animal cell. I will be talking about the cell membrane now. The cell membrane is really flexible, so the animal can move around and like run and stuff like that. And it also is like a screen window. It lets things in that should come in and lets things out that should go out. I will be talking about the cytoplasm now. This is the cytoplasm, and see all the rice on the bottom? That is what the cytoplasm is. And the cytoplasm fills up empty space of the cell, and it also is where other parts of the cell are. I will be talking about the mitochondria. And the mitochondria, it's hard to see, but they're almost like those swivelly things. And the mitochondria takes nutrients and turns it into energy. This is my animal cell, and I hope you enjoyed listening, and have a nice day. I'm going to be talking about cells and what is the perfect purpose of. Cells are the basic building blocks of human and living things. And humans have trillions of cells, same with animals, and we get all of our energy from the nutrients that the cell uses to get energy. So we wouldn't have any energy if it wasn't for the cells. And that is the purpose of cells, and that is why they are important. I am comparing a middle school with a cell, and I'm going to start off with the plant cell. So this is my middle school, and I am going to talk about how the nucleus, there's something in that middle school that is like the nucleus. The person in the middle school is like the principal. It's like the brain of the school, kind of like in charge, like the nucleus. Now I'm going to talk about the mitochondria. The mitochondria is like the cafeteria. where all the kids go to eat, so like refuel to get more energy for the rest of the day of school. That is what the mitochondria is like in school. I'm going to be talking about the cell wall. The cell wall is like the building, the outside, like the brick wall, like how it keeps the structure of the school. And the principal is also kind of like the cell wall, because the principal makes all the rules, kind of has the structure, and like that. The doors in our school are like the cell membrane, because the office can see who's coming in, so they let who can come in and who can't, and the cell membrane lets things that should come in, and let things that can't come in, so they can't come in. And that is the cell membrane. The grass on the playground is like the cytoplasm because it's taking up extra space, and the kids are kind of like all the cell parts. They want to play out there, so that's where the cell parts are. The chloroplast uses the energy from the sun to make food for the cell, and that's kind of like a vegetable garden that we have at the back of our school. We count on the sun for the vegetables to grow, so it's kind of like that. And that is my plant cell comparison with the middle school. Thank you very much. This is a construction site building a house, and this guy is the boss. He's like the nucleus of the whole, he's like the nucleus of a cell. He's in charge. He's the brain of the whole building the house. The mitochondria is like when the workers go to lunch and they eat, so they refuel, get energy to work again. The cytoplasm is like the base of the house where it's built on. All the parts of the cells are on the cytoplasm. So all the wood and all the materials is on the base of like the ground. The cell membrane is like all the workers here. They say what comes in and what comes out. They let the wood that should come in, and they let the wood that doesn't really fit the house or all the extra wood go out. And that is my animal cell comparison with building a house. Thank you very much. This is a plant cell right here, and this is an animal cell. Look at the different shapes. The plant cell is like not round, it's square, and the animal cell is round. And that shows how different cells are shaped and they look differently. So that's just the plant cell is square and the animal cell is circle. Thank you very much. A cell function is pretty much, we have millions and trillions of cells in our body, in the human body and with the animal bodies. The cell is like a building block of life. We wouldn't be alive if we didn't have cells. Same with animals. And cells also make animals more flexible too. They make them be able to run faster, and cells just kind of help with everything, and that is a function of a cell. I'm going to be showing you where the cell wall and cell membrane is. See around this right here, we have the cell wall, kind of like the tin wall. And see the plasticky? That is the cell membrane. And that the cell membrane lets what should come in and lets what shouldn't come in out. And the cell wall is kind of the structure. It just protects it, keeps it strong, and keeps its shape. And the animal cell does not have a cell wall because it's kind of more loose, because the animals need to run a lot and they need to be more flexible with jumping and stuff like that. And so see the tin wall? I made it like it's the cell membrane. That lets what should come in and what lets what out should go out. And that is what the cell wall and cell membrane does its job and how it does it. Thank you for listening, and I hope all of these pictures right here remind you of what we talked about today.